Hello from Fine Arts. Today we're going to make a gorgeous lighthouse. I wanted to remind you that you have creative freedom, so you are welcome to change your lighthouse any way you want. Notice my stripes are kind of wavy, and in the ocean there's a sailboat. I want to show you another one I did. Notice that the cliff that the lighthouse is on is more pointed. This lighthouse is more straight. I even added a sun with some cute sunglasses. And the waves are different. So you are welcome to change it. Let me show you side by side. Because remember that in Fine Arts, you have the freedom to make it however you want. I want to show you another one I did. And this one has the sailboat with some color and some designs. And I also painted through here the background, the sky. And then I wanted to show you one that Mr. Pacius did. Yes, my husband, Jared, made a Minecraft lighthouse. He put on his sailboat G-Rad Racing. He goes by G-Rad because he thinks he's rad. And the birds in the sky. And here is another one that Mr. Pacius did. And his yellow paint spilled into the sky. And he said, well, it was supposed to be that way because the light is illuminating the sky. So remember that you have the freedom to make your art any way you want. Okay, get your paper. We are going to get started. I visited an amazing lighthouse near San Francisco in Montera. So I had to design this lesson. So we're going to start with our border. Holding onto your paper, get your Sharpie. You're going to go down, across, down, across. Put your name in the corner. Every artist should sign their artwork. Okay, when I did this lighthouse, I started with the top of it, and you'll see that this is a triangular shape. So kind of on the left side, you're going to draw a triangle, and I'm using the tip of my Sharpie. Triangle like that, okay? And then this white part is a rectangle. So I came in just a little bit, straight line down, straight line down. So you could see that the triangle is a little bit off. And then I did straight line across. There's my rectangle. And then you see the red top of the lighthouse kind of arcs around. That looks like the back. So I did a curve around, curve around. So now it's starting to look three-dimensional. Okay, then inside the lighthouse we have the light. So that is the yellow color, and it is a semicircle. A semicircle is a half circle. So you draw your semicircle for the light. And then I did some lines down. One. And just have fun with it. Okay, and then this top is the railing, and again it's a longer rectangle, so I did a line out, and I made a rectangle like that, and then inside that rectangle I also added some more stripes, kind of like the railing. And then underneath the railing is an upside down trapezoid. So you're going to come in a little bit, you're going to do a diagonal down, so they look like they're coming in together, and then you're going to connect. There we go. Okay, and then the lighthouse comes down, it's pretty tall. Again, you're welcome to change this any way you want. So I came here and I went down, diagonal down, and I just went with it. Diagonal down. And then I connected them with a straight line. There we go. So it looks like a very stretched out trapezoid. And then inside my lighthouse, you could see my stripes. They are curved. Now, Mr. Pasillas did his straight, okay? And notice those are diagonals. Mr. Pasillas did these ones horizontal, okay? And then you could see this example that I did, I didn't do any. So again, go with however you're feeling. All right, so I'm gonna kind of follow this one. So I started right here and I just did like a curl, and then I just dropped down, and I did another curl, and I followed that same pattern, just adding some stripes. And maybe one more. There we go. And then you could see inside I did these black rectangles. So I'm gonna do one here. There's a rectangle, fill it in with your Sharpie. Okay, and I did another one, so I skipped one. Let's do one right here. Go, and maybe there's one right here. Maybe a little one. Okay, now this right here is the base of the lighthouse, so it makes it look even taller. So I came kind of like curved down, and I did this one kind of curved down, and I didn't connect them yet because do you see that the rocks kind of overlap it to give it more depth or dimension? So I'm going to do like, I'm going to kind of start with my rocks. So my rocks are just kind of, they're just kind of random. There's one, and I just did kind of curly ones. They're just like pebbles, kind of. They're just, yep. Okay, now this right here where that's kind of like the path that you can go in. So I did kind of in the middle, or maybe this one's more to the right. Right about here, you're gonna draw like a hill or an upside down U, and then you're gonna connect it. Okay, and then I made this side a little bit thicker, so I drew a curl and then I filled it in. Okay, and then there's a little path, like a walking path. So this kind of curved around, and then this one would curve around like that. So this is this part right here. And then the rest of these are rocks. So over here, I have some rocks. And again, you could make yours however you want. And I made mine, these ones are curved, but I did do some, you could see that I did these ones that are more pointed, like a rocky cliff. Okay, over here, another one. Here's another one. And these ones just kind of come down. There we go. Okay, then I did my ocean line here. This is the horizon line. The horizon line is where the sky meets the ocean, so I just did it straight across. So starting on the left, now don't go through your lighthouse, we're just gonna go straight and then connect kind of over. And actually, looking at, there's my sailboat. That kind of gave it some dimension. So I stopped there. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my sailboat. Again, you can change it however you want. So I'm gonna start with a triangle for the sail. So I did, first I did a right triangle as a 90-degree angle. Then I did another littler one. There we go for the sailboat. And then this straight line down like that. Okay, and then, oh, I put a little one up at the top. I kind of love the triangle shape. It's my favorite shape. There we go. And then this line for the ocean goes all the way across. So now it's starting to look three-dimensional. And then the rest of the boat, I did straight line across and then diagonal down diagonal down. Now you could see the wave here that I did, so I just came over here, and these are just kind of curls like this, and then I fill it in. Or you can paint it. I'm looking at it. I think this needs to be a little bit longer. Okay, there we go. And then I did some more of these. So they could be kind of just like arcs like this. Or maybe they're like, if you're doing cursive C's. There we go. And then I added some cute little V's for the bird, so it comes down like this. And maybe there's one over here. Okay. And I think that is it. All right, get your paints. We're going to paint. So let's see, let me move this over. Here we go. Get your water. Or you can do whatever you have available. And let me zoom in, let's see. Okay, there we go. All right. So I start with yellow, always start with yellow. So wake up the yellow. Hello, yellow. Okay, and the only yellow I used was for the light. So just right here. There we go. There we go. And then the next thing I did was the red. So wake up the red. And I did the red at the top. Let's see. I just went nice and slow. And I went kind of on the side, so that's the back. You can see it goes all the way around. Okay, and then I left that white. I'm going to follow a pattern, so I did this one red. Go nice and slow. That one's red. The next one, I did red also. And the next one's white, so I'm going to do this one red. The next one is white. So I'm going to leave it. And if your red looks pink, then you can add a little bit of orange to it. Or if it's pink, looking pink, maybe you have too much water. So you could wipe your brush off. And then this little one right here. There we go. Okay. All right, the next thing I did was these rocks right here that are brown, and this one's a different color. So let me show you a really cool trick that I did with the rocks to give it some depth. So wake up your brown, it's at the bottom. Hello, brown. Now, all I did was, this is really cool, using the tip of your brush, you're gonna go kind of trace around the rocks, kind of like you're outlining them. And this will give it different colors. And remember, there are no mistakes in art. So if you do something and you feel like, oops, I messed it up, don't worry about it. Maybe it's supposed to be that way. Okay, now watch this. You're gonna take your water, just gonna put a little bit of water on your brush. You're just gonna smear it around, and you're not gonna play with it too much. And then you'll see the rocks have different colors. Isn't that cool? So getting rid of all those white areas. You could also do this with a washable marker. Okay, then this little right here is a dark brown, so I used brown with black. So I did brown, and then I did just a little bit of black, and I put some black in there, kind of mixed it. You can see that it makes a dark brown. Isn't that cool? Okay. Let's see, while some of this is drying, maybe I will work on my sky. So for my sky, I did a very light blue, but I added some green to it. So I'm gonna mix a whole bunch of water on the side of the palette, and I'm gonna add some green. The green will make it a little bit lighter blue. Add some more water, so you're really, okay, there we go. And then kind of go around. And you could see the sky looks like it has clouds in it. That was because some spots I used more water. So you're just gonna play with it and just kind of let it sit there and go around the lighthouse top. And if it mixes, that's okay. You have to let that dry. There we go. Can you come through here? You can see I picked up my blue. That's cool. You could add some more water. Watercolor is forgiving because you can change it up. So I could go. Just looks like the sky is different. I'm going to leave my sail white, but you are welcome to change your sailboat. Or you could add dolphins or whales to your ocean. Okay, cute. So you can see I used some different colors. Okay, now for the gray, I put a little tiny bit of gray through here and a gray on the base. So the gray, you make gray with your water and your black. So right here, we'll make this one right here. You add a little bit of water. I'm gonna make this one darker gray. And then I'm going to add more water to it. And then this is just gray. And I also did this part gray. There we go. Okay, and then the ocean, I did a dark blue. I did dark blues and purples. Okay, so then I just did straight blue. So you can kind of go around the outside. And then you can add some purple and watch what happens. Kind of makes it look like there's variation. Isn't that cool? And then I'm kind of going over the boat. The boat's okay, but go around the sail. And then, there we go. The horizon line's a little bit darker. Just blues and purples mixed together. And then I also took the purple and I went through and kind of, my curls right here, I kind of put some purple in there. Okay. And then lastly, this side over here. Okay. Hope you had fun in fine arts. Bye.